Hey guys, so I've created a to-do, and you can see it up here, to-do number 1, right? So let's have a look. Okay, some actions have got fired. Let's forget about that for a second. Let's have a look at the current state of the store, right? So the main thing you can see that's changed is there's now a to-do in here. So there's a array of length 1, completed false, ID number 1, text to-do number 1, right? You can see it up here. So this is the current state of this whole store, right? How is this on the screen? So let's talk about that. That's what I want to talk about here. So I want to talk about connecting. So this is my code base. Let's make that a bit bigger. So this is my code base, which I've loaded up here. So you can see I've got 2 folders on the left hand side. Hopefully you can see that. So I've got containers and I've got components. So containers are just a special type of component. I only have one in this app. It's called to-do list. So this is the to-do list container. What makes a container in the guy that invented this speak is that containers are components which are connected. And connect is a thing you can do with React Redux, right? So in this project, we're using the Redux library. We're using the Redux logger library, which is that thing that's printing things on the console. And we're using React Redux, which is a library which connects Redux stores. It does 2 things. It lets you connect to the state, like the store, sorry, the whole store. And it lets you fire actions or dispatch actions from inside components. That's pretty much all it does. And if it does anything else, then I don't fucking know about it. But that's like all it's important for. So you can connect your state or your store in here. So what's going on? So first of all, this part is probably, if you're familiar with React, which you should be, then this is like very bog standard. It's just a component. Line 6 through 20 is like very boring. We're just defining a to-do list container, right? Normally, what your code might then look like is this, right? You just export that thing, and you're done. But here, what we're doing is something else. So we're running a connect function, which takes a parameter, and that parameter is a lambda. We'll talk about that in a sec. And then once we're done with that, we then have another set of brackets and we pass in the container. So what's going on? So what this is actually doing is it's creating a version of the to-do list container which is connected to the whole store, and it will receive updates to the parts of the store it cares about using props. Right? So the lambda, so state, that's the whole store, right? That is the whole shebang. It's got to-dos, it's got user, and it's got all this crap inside it. This massive, the whole thing. It's like one global giant store, like in the diagram before. Cool. So then you could do this. You can say, I want the whole thing, right? That's fine. So the lambda just has to say, which parts of the store do I care about, right? And you get as a parameter the whole fucking thing. And then you write some lambda saying, but actually, I just want the to-dos, right? So that means that the props will only change if the to-dos change. If the user part of the store changes, this component doesn't give a shit. It doesn't re-render, it doesn't do anything. So it's only if this bit changes that you only get access to this bit, and the props will only change if this part, so state.todos or store.todos, changes. That's what it's for. So this is like, what stuff do I care about? Basically, that's it. And then the last thing is like, well, passing the component that you want to like connect in inverted commas. And then you can see what we've done up here is we've said this.props.todos. So that means that the to-dos in the store are then passed down into this prop. And then if we have a look at that, so this is the to-do list component. So it's in component/to-do list. Let's have a look. So that's this one. And you can see here's that to-dos prop again, right? And then we map that, and then we're saying, look, put the to-dos on the screen, right? So that's how they're getting on the screen. So if I were to like manually somehow edit the store and add another to-do, then it would just show up on the screen. So that's how you connect the store to your components. Your components then are pretty fucking stupid because they're just like, give me some store and I'll render them, right? So just props, all props, no React state, no this.state in React, just props. You just get the props and you put them on the screen. You write some stuff that converts those props into the correct JSX. just like you would with props and a React component like any other time. Super easy. So that is connecting to the store of your Redux store in your React component.